Hello, my name is Victor Kalise, Commissioner of the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities. And at my office, we work to ensure that everything the city offers is accessible to people with disabilities. This includes housing, transportation, benefits, employment, and many other things that make our city such an incredible and unique place to live and visit. Broadway shows, our beautiful art and cultural institutions, our vast park system, and many other things. However, our responsibility to the disability community does not stop when an emergency strikes. Over the last several months, our city and the world has been heavily impacted by COVID-19. Our office has done everything that we could to ensure that the disability community was included in the city's emergency response. We worked with our communications department to ensure that the mayor's daily press briefings have American Sign Language interpretation and captioning. In addition, we work side by side with our web teams to ensure all of our health information going out was visually and digitally accessible. We assembled a coalition of disability service providers and advocacy organizations that met on a weekly basis to discuss the COVID-19 response and resources. Every Friday, we would share the latest updates from our city partners and then hear from the community on what they needed and how the city could adjust their approach to be more inclusive. While all of this was going on, we were forced to adapt to our new digital way of life. Through extensive testing and troubleshooting, we created an accessible virtual meeting guide that explained how to create an accessible virtual meeting space for people with disabilities. Then we put it into action by moving our entire month-long celebration of the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act online. All month long, we had over 30 events in 30 days that celebrated the art, history, and culture of the disability community within the United States. Now, as countries across the globe are faced with the many challenges of reopening, there are issues arising for the disability community that we still need to plan for. First, as many resources and services moved online, it became quickly apparent that not everyone has equal access to the internet. We call it the digital divide. These virtual meetings and celebrations that people have been having were revolutionary to many people with disabilities, but due to lack of access to technology, some people were left behind. This is an issue of poverty, compounded by staggering unemployment numbers. There is still a lot of work to be done to promote the employment of job seekers with disabilities. This past October marked the 75th anniversary of National Disability Employment Awareness Month, or NDEAM. NDEAM is a celebration of American workers with disabilities and a reminder of the importance of inclusive hiring practices. In celebration, the New York City Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities, MOPD, helped to arrange virtual events and activities centered on the theme, increasing access and opportunity. Over the past month, MOPD held business-led workshops and panel discussions that focused on reasonable accommodations and disclosure, accessible hiring practices, securing remote work, and the new job landscape post-COVID-19. All of this program was put together by our NYC at Work employment program for New Yorkers with disabilities. NYC at Work is the first public-private partnership that connects New Yorkers with disabilities to meaningful living wage jobs. NYC at Work provides professional development opportunities, skills, workshops, and more that help people with disabilities in their journey to employment. Our office has created Empowered NYC, free, trustworthy financial counseling for people with disabilities. Empowered NYC is an initiative to help New York City residents with disabilities and their families take control of their finances and become more financially stable. For many individuals with disabilities that are receiving benefits, there is a fear of entering or re-entering the workforce because they may lose their benefits. Empowered NYC helps navigate the complex field of transitioning to work and provides them with an opportunity to plan for their financial future. With all of these resources and programs, MOPD is working hard to provide people with disabilities the information that they need to gain financial independence. With more people with disabilities in the workplace, there is a louder voice in the room ensuring that products and services are accessible for the disability community. As we continue to move the needle on reducing the unemployment rate of people with disabilities, we are also reinforcing the creation of a more accessible future where no one is left behind. Thank you.